Previously on the Damage Guild podcast.
I'll jump in and swim over to Stripey and cast Cure Wounds.
I'll take Tokas up out of the water, and with the breath of Kavaki, I will breathe new life into his earlobe.
Are we in bad enough shape that we need to do a long rest?
I don't know if you were there for this combat, Azlo, but
I have one spell slot left.
You see a small storage room. Azlo, you find a loose stone, and behind it, a rusted iron key.
Ladder time?
Yeah, we should check the ladder too.
When you approach the ladder, you actually notice another door hidden behind the waterfall.
Key time.
I hand it over.
Behind the door, you find an old tunnel. Seems like this door hasn't been opened to the water for quite a while.
Then we're at a crossroads here. Do we go up the ladder, or do we go down this tunnel? Maybe we lock the door and come back to it.
That's true. This can wait.
You close the door and try to lock it. You're turning the key back, and it snaps off in the lock.
Thanks a lot, Tokas.
Well, great job, Tokas. Thanks for breaking that key off in the door. We're really screwed now, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Awesome. Way to go.
Gosh, Tokas.
What are you guys looking at me for? The key was obviously broken from the start.
I mean, it was, okay, fair enough. It was pretty rusted, and so was the lock.
But that's why it worked the first time, right? Because it was already broken?
Yeah, exactly. That's why you were able to unlock the door to begin with.
Well, I think maybe we should check out the ladder. Remember the ladder?
Yeah, well, that's our only way to go now, right? We'll come back to this door later and see if we can deal with it in some way. All right, let's ladder it up. Again, I'll go first because I'm by far heavier than both of you, and if it breaks with me on it, then you'll know that it's not safe.
Yeah, lead the way, Shabba.
All right, I begin climbing the ladder.
You climb up the ladder, and it rattles and groans a little bit with your weight, but it holds.
How tall is the tunnel, or the door? Is it a door or a tunnel at the top?
At the top, it actually comes to a platform ledge that just looks over the whole room that you're in.
Okay.
And then there's a tunnel leading away from that, from which the waterfall is pouring.
So I guess I'll just wait up at the top and give the other two a hand up as they ascend.
All right.
So everyone makes it to the top. Looking down the tunnel, you notice that this section of the sewer is much cleaner than the lower level. The water's not completely clean, but it's mostly transparent, and the rest of the stonework is almost spotless.
Oh, good. Because I've got all kinds of nasty stuff wedged in between my toes now, thanks to walking around down there barefoot. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's stay up here from now on.
Yeah, these are clean rats, apparently, or they're cleaner than down there, but
Well, maybe this is where the janitor does his work.
that's true. Maybe before his mysterious disappearance, he was cleaning the upper floor.
That's it.
He hadn't gotten to the lower one yet.
That's what. Right when he died, he just got to the edge. Maybe he just fell over the edge of where this ladder is.
Yeah, maybe that slime tentacle monster ate him.
Wait a second, and Tokas starts calculating. It's way too clean up here. This is weird, guys. It's almost like it's not part of the sewers at all.
When you get up there, you do notice immediately there's a series of brown boot prints leading away from the ladder and down the tunnel.
Okay, so there's not actually water flowing down the tunnel, or we can see the boot prints underneath the water?
No, like all the other tunnels here, the water kind of flows down the middle, and then there's ledges along the side to walk along.
Oh, so the boot prints are on the ledge.
Yes.
Ah, what size boot?
Roughly human-sized.
Human-sized. So
I
would you
knew
say?
it. The boots are real, Shabba. You didn't believe me.
Well, they're all over the place. They're following us clearly, or we're following them without realizing it.
Sentient boot people.
We're hot on their trail, and we don't even know it. AAA team's on the case. So would you say like a small human, or a large human, or an average-sized human boot?
Within the average range.
Within the range of normal. Well, guys, what do you say we follow those boots?
I think that sounds great. Let's do it.
Wherever the boots go, we go.
If they jump off a cliff, we jump off a cliff.
That's right.
Like lemmings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You continue down the tunnel, but it only takes about 20 feet before the boots have stopped leaving obvious tracks. Looks like they wore off most of what was on them by that point.
Uh-oh, boys. Looks like the trail's gone cold.
I make a check. I check for non-obvious tracks since I'm a ranger, and that's what rangers do.
Yeah, range something, Shabba. Be useful.
For once.
Yeah, right? Well, my first D20 rolled off the desk and into the darkness, so I'm not going to go searching for it. And the second D20 rolled a 4.
All right. Better than a 3.
Let me add my tracking skill to that, whatever it is. My survival, so I got an 8.
Heck yeah.
Okay. You can follow about 1 or 2 more prints farther than anyone else, but you also lose the trail pretty quickly.
Hey guys, guess what? The prints keep going this direction.
For how long?
For a couple more feet.
All right. Sweet, dude.
Both measurement-wise and literally feet.
Okay.
So let's just go down the tunnel then.
All right. Let's keep going. Shabba, why don't you take point?
I will. What's that?
Okay.
What does that mean?
That means be in front of me, because if we run into one of those tentacle monsters again, I want you to take the initiative and really be the face of the organization.
Well, thanks, Azlo. I appreciate you putting that much faith in me.
Yeah, this is consider this like an unpaid promotion.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's really nice of you. I do have advantage on initiative rolls, so
all right,
makes sense. All right, I'll make sure to give whatever strange creature we encounter my best smile.
Yes, please do.
So they'll know that the face of the organization is a nice one.
So you continue traveling down the tunnel, and after going a short distance, you reach a side tunnel where you notice that after the first few feet into there, it's noticeably dirtier than the one you're currently in, with molds and lichen growing on the floor and the walls. However, you can see squiggly lines of cleared stone running through the mold as if washed away by a trickle of water.
Is the water flowing from this tunnel into the one we're in, or from the one we're in into that tunnel?
This looks like it's one of the inlets into your tunnel.
Into our tunnel? Okay. Let's keep going straight.
Chaba.
Yep. Yeah.
Can I investigate those mushrooms?
Mushrooms? What mushrooms?
He said lichens.
Mold and lichen?
Lichen is like moss.
Oh, okay. Can I check out the moss?
Yeah, sure.
It's technically a moss-fungus mix.
Oh, don't you have a bad relationship with mushrooms now, Tokas?
Well, I'm not going to eat it.
I'm not liking the look of this stuff.
I'm not liking the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, since we discovered the whole thing about poison, that we shouldn't be harvesting corpses for stuff anymore, these are defenseless. We can totally take them.
All right, if you insist.
That's what we thought about the last thing we found in the cave that looked non-sentient. But yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
All right, so I'm rolling nature here.
Yeah.
Whoa, 24.
Whoa.
It looks like perfectly ordinary slime and mold and lichen that you would expect to find down here. It doesn't seem to be anything intelligent or sentient in any way.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, so it's not useful is what you're saying? Like I couldn't use it?
It doesn't have any harmful proprietries.
Oh, okay.
That you know of. It probably wouldn't be good to eat it, but otherwise it's not going to do anything bad to you.
I put it in my bag. All of it.
You just start scraping it up.
You can collect a few samples of it, but I mean it's all over the place down that tunnel.
All right, I will fill 2 vials full of samples.
Wow, 2 vials.
That's a lot of samples.
Did we ever restock you with empty vials, by the way?
I thought the dealio was I restock anytime I go to...
Yeah, you can just pick some up at the Alchemist Guild.
That's right.
Yeah, while they were doing their macabre experiments on you, you probably were like, hey, can I get some vials? And they were like, sure, we'll put them in your bag for when you wake up.
Probably exactly like that, actually, yeah. All right, let's continue down the tunnel.
I'll continue to smell the rats like I did when I made that check to know where the rats were. I'll just keep following my nose and my gut.
Shabba, as you're now in the lead, you find that you suddenly bump into something slimy and disgusting feeling.
No, don't do that.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No! Shabba! All is lost.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh. Sean, don't you realize?
Why are you guys freaking out? This thing's totally not as scary as the last monster, right?
No, it's much, much scarier. It's the worst of all things. Did you at least get a passive perception check?
I guess.
Yeah, I did passive perception checks.
I back up.
You try to back up, but first roll initiative.
Oh, man. I got a 23.
6 for Tokas.
Azlo gets a 7.
Stripey's he's not in the sewer. He's on me right now. He's in my pack. Because he's not going to be in the water, in the poop water. So his initiative will be a 11.
You make a dexterity save with disadvantage.
Whew. Okay, I got exactly a 12. 9 plus 3 on the d6.
You quickly pull back and try to free yourself from the slime in front of you. Now all of you can just make out this strangely shimmering ooze in front of you. It seems to be filling the entire tunnel, and it slowly moves towards you.
That's not good.
Oh no. Is it roughly cube-shaped?
Vaguely.
Oh no. It's just as I feared. Sean, you have no idea what's about to happen.
I was going to say, what do you know that I don't know?
Some D&D lore.
Probably, yeah. Azlo would probably need to make a nature check, or some kind of intelligence check to see if he learned about this in Bard's College. But Brian knows many things.
You are surprised, so I get my one round first. You know what? All three of you make dex saves.
Ooh, 9. Wait, that's going to be higher.
Okay.
20.
22.
It's too huge.
Dex save. That'll be a 10 for me.
Okay, so the other two manage to back away before it comes too close, but you don't notice it in time, and you find yourself being engulfed by this strange slime.
Oh, Azlo, what are you doing?
Oh no.
This is no time for games.
Oh no, what is it? It's attacking!
You take 8 points of damage as it eats away at your flesh.
Yikes.
And it is now Shabba's turn.
So I advise Tokas very calmly, I would run if I were you. I mean, step back, and fire your vials at it. I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to go back. I'm 5 feet away from it now after the successful saving throw, so I'll move 30 feet back and take a shot at it with my bow, and that's probably going to miss. Let's see, a 13?
That hits.
Oh.
It's filling the whole tunnel. It's not a hard shot.
Okay. All right. I will mark it. All right. Rolled pretty well on that, on the damage. So that's 16 damage.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and make a nature check to see if I can tell anything about this thing. That's a 15.
I will do the same if I'm allowed.
Sure.
So we all make checks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whap, whap, whap. That would be a 2, I believe.
I got a 10.
Ooh, no, it's actually a +1, so that's a 4 for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 plus 1 is 4, after all,
That's right.
as they say.
Shabba is the only one who recognizes this, and you don't know all the details, but you know that these are gelatinous cubes,
So gelatinous.
which are known for cleaning out dungeons and being nearly invisible and just sucking up whatever's in their path.
It's the janitor.
The janitor was a cube all along. We never could have guessed it. Man, why does he... I guess that room was kind of cube-shaped, wasn't it? Although, why was there a bed? I don't think gelatinous cubes sleep in beds.
I don't think they use doors either.
So the room we stumbled upon wasn't a janitor's room then? Maybe.
Or maybe the cube once was a non-cube-shaped janitor. Maybe he cleaned so much stuff that he got as big as a cube.
Oh, maybe it's just like he was in the middle, and like as he tried to clean, all the dirt just like collected around him, and eventually he just turned into a gelatinous cube?
Probably.
Yeah, that's probably the most logical explanation. Well, at least now we know.
As far as like learning about the monster and checking, if I wanted to, let's say I'm trying to set up like the perfect chromatic orb elemental type, I don't know anything about this monster, so I don't know what it would be weak to. Like, surely this guy's weaker to some types and resistant to others.
I mean, most monsters don't have particular, like, as far as energy types, I mean, there are some, yeah, but knowing is half the battle, as they say, right? That's what G.I. Joe taught me when I was a kid.
So wait. You telling me that it doesn't matter that I can choose a different type for my chromatic orbs?
No, it does, and it absolutely matters in some combats, but not in all of them.
As far as you are aware, gelatinous cubes do not have any particular elemental strengths or weaknesses.
Yeah, and I am done. Stripey will growl from my backpack.
That sounds productive.
Oh, yeah.
Azlo, you are restrained, and you can't breathe inside there, but you can try to escape or do something else while you're inside. Or, I guess you can also try to attack it from within, but you would do so with disadvantage because you're restrained.
Okay. I just had an idea that would be funny to use right now as an attack.
Thunderwave?
Yeah, totally.
If that requires verbal components, then you wouldn't be able to cast it because you can't breathe or speak in here.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, you're getting suffocated in there.
Yeah, verbal. Wah, wah. Would be funny, though. I would prefer not to keep taking damage each round, so I think I'm just going to try to bust out. What kind of roll is that?
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh, good. Just what I hoped you would say. Do I use my inspiration for this session? I have a whopping +1.
If you use your action and you are able to escape, you'll still have your move to run, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I would do that.
Okay. The question is, do I try to escape back towards you guys and then get bottlenecked on the ledge here, or do I go the other way and we surround it?
Oh, do you want to flank? You want to go on the other side?
I think I should go to the other side.
Definitely back towards us.
Really?
Yeah, for like healing
Yeah.
and stuff. I feel like we should be together.
Yeah, and also running.
Yeah, but what if we get bottlenecked on the ledge and like I'm trying to run, but you guys are in my way and...
We could go down the ladder and then fight it in the room where we fought the other thing.
The water also isn't deep enough here that it would keep you from running in it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's
true.
just a trickle.
Okay.
Well, it's deeper than it was in the other tunnels, but still only like a foot or so.
Yeah, I would just come back toward us.
All right, I'm coming back towards you guys then. So I will use my inspiration and roll a 16.
You summon all of your strength and swim out through the gelatin, and bursting out the side and landing in the sewer next to your companion.
Dang, Azlo, that was strong.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Quick, run back here.
All right, I'm coming.
Run back, quick.
That's pretty impressive, Azlo. Did you used to be an Olympic swimmer in your last life?
I did. How did you know?
I could tell from those Michael Phelps flipper feet you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make it 25 feet down the tunnel.
And I used my action, but I do still have a bonus. So I will... Who's... Shabba, you're still closest to it?
No, Tokas is because he hasn't moved yet.
Okay. Tokas, I will turn and give you a bardic inspiration.
Thanks, Azlo.
And I will say, Tokas, you are the most slime-repellent creature I've ever known.
Oh, well, thanks for noticing, Azlo. I try.
You were just looking particularly slime-repellent today.
Okay, Tokas' turn.
Okay. I'm going to hex this thing as a bonus action.
Hex, yeah, you are.
And I'm going to make it reduced on strength checks. So Tokas reaches into his pack and pulls out the crystal and grabs it and cackling maniacally says, ha, 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 ha. Check this out, guys. And I chant some like weird, I don't know, dark magic I've learned or something.
Tokas, what are you doing with that crystal? It's dangerous. Haven't we talked about this?
No, Shabba, just trust me. I was waiting for the right moment to do this. And this is that moment.
If you say so.
The alchemists, they taught me how to use this ability, right?
Well, they didn't teach you directly, but in your research along with them, you've learned to harness the powers of the dark crystal.
Cool.
Dude,
Oh, boy,
yes.
oh, boy.
Are you a Skeksis now?
It's a little dark crystal humor for you.
I don't know exactly what you meant, but
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
dude.
is that like the
Sean.
1980s movie with the?
Literally,
Oh, yeah,
stop
it is.
podcasting now and go watch the movie for
Yeah.
crying out
Hang
loud.
up on this call.
Your
Turn
life
on,
is incomplete.
I guess Netflix, maybe, but probably not.
Yeah, I think Netflix has it now.
I know what they look like. I don't know if I've ever watched the whole thing through.
Your homework.
Classic.
Do it.
But it's literally got the dark crystal in the movie title, right?
The Dark Crystal is the movie title.
Okay.
It is everything. I actually heard that they are doing a remake of it soon.
What?
That would be cool.
Oh my goodness. It's probably going to suck, but maybe it won't.
In other remake or making history news, did you guys
Magic?
hear? Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that?
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
they're making an animated series.
But like
MTG.
the people that are doing it, like the cast or the directors and stuff,
The
that got
producers.
together. The producers, it's insane, right? Like
The
it's
Russo
some of
brothers who
Yeah.
directed the final two Avengers movies. Yeah. Yep. So we'll see. I mean, I've never been too big into the lore of MTG, but
How could you say that? We're D&Ders now, Jay.
Well, yeah, but I don't
anyway.
like read the novels. I don't like go and look at
Like
all the
our
stories.
next
of
campaign could be in Ravnica.
you never know.
Yeah, actually, I have one of the novels. I find it quite fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, the jury's still out, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. I'm not holding out hope.
I'm excited because we could finally get Thane in on this. Like, he'll watch it because he likes anime.
There you go.
And then he'll be like, I love magic because the cartoon was really good.
So now I'm going to play the card game all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, Thane. That will never work. Oh, we got the sigh. Yes, perfect. All right. So it's been hexed. That's my cue to get back to the game.
Right.
I'm going to chromatic orb this guy. And Tokas pulls out a cool blue glowing vial. Loads it up into the pult. I haven't fired one of these yet, guys. I wonder what's going to happen.
All right. I can't wait for this. How close are you to it right now? You're like probably only 15 feet away.
Well, chromatic orb doesn't have any AoE.
Okay.
It's a ranged attack, so you should back up at least a little bit first.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'll do my normal move, a 25, towards the other side of the cave, away from it.
Thin wisps of black vapor flow out from your chest and from the crystal, down your arm and into the vial in your violapult.
What?
As you're ready for your attack.
That feels kind of weird, guys.
Tokas,
What is this, Tokas?
what's going on with you?
Trust me, I learned something from the alchemist. Just let me do it, guys. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's what all the bad guys say, Tokas. Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't like the look of this, Tokas. This is really freaking me out, man.
I'm scared.
It's not evil if we're using it to beat evil. Okay, fire with fire.
I'm pretty sure someone evil said that once.
Direct quote from Evil McEvilson.
You either die a hero, Shabba, or you live long enough to become the villain.
That's right. That's right. Well, let's live, bud. Let's live.
All right, and I release the orb into the ooze. And here we go. Well, that's really bad. I think I missed, guys. Yep, that was a 6.
Oh,
A 6 hits.
oh wow, 6 hits?
Yes.
For crying out loud.
Oh, man.
I guess it is filling like the whole tunnel.
The black vapor follows the vial as it flies towards the ooze. When it strikes, the impact point is momentarily darkened by the blackness as it seems to seep into it.
Awesome.
Tokas, you're evil, but I mean, you're really cool.
Yeah, so it kind of cancels out.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't mind all that much.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Not so bad after all.
And I do like one of those cool turns where like the trench coat flies in the wind,
Flutters.
Swirls behind you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and I blow the smoke off of my violapult.
Oh, my gosh.
Shabba and I lean over toward each other and start whispering about how cool. Tokas says, "Oh my gosh,
Wow.
he's so cool.
Did you see that?
Dude.
That was amazing.
Cool
Like,
guy."
wow. Can I blow some of that smoke off of there, too? please?
Sure. And I lean over to Shabba and
Oh, it's.
yeah, you
that
probably
smoke
shouldn't
is-
breathe it in. I mean, this is dark magic after all.
Oh yeah, I got a big whiff of that right in the old lung tanks. Man, that stuff is no joke.
Shabba's eyes roll back in his head and
And I start having a seizure.
immediately turns evil.
And Tokas regrettably puts the crystal back in the pack, but like I hold it for another like a moment, like, and I just look at it and I'm like, oh, my precious, and I put it back in the bag.
Oh man. So Tokas is right next to me, and Azlo is 5 feet in front of us right now.
Now, Azlo and Tokas are next to each other, and both of them are in front of you.
Is it squeezed? Like, does it look like it's squeezed?
I don't think that you would know, because it's just filling pretty much the entire tunnel. I guess, actually, yeah, it's not squeezed, because you can see little gaps here and there on some of the sides.
So it's still like cube shaped. It's not like, I'm with you, the circumference of the cave.
Not entirely. It's mostly filling the tunnel, but because of its shakiness and everything, it's, occasionally leaving gaps here and there along the walls. And it doesn't go all the way down into the water.
Okay, so let me roll damage then.
Deal that damage.
Ho ho ho, not bad. This plus 14 plus 3 from the hex.
Sweet.
So 17.
Okay, and it is now the cube's turn. Azlo and Tokas. The cube approaches you once again, and it's keeping up with you as you're trying to escape from it. Both of you make dex saves.
Oh, no. Tokas, do you have Bardic Inspiration? Don't forget.
Yeah, I haven't rolled yet, so...
Okay. Is there anything I can do?
Okay, 12 is decent, but maybe I should Bardic this. I don't know if it's a fail, but I think I don't want to get caught up.
Didn't we already find out that 12 succeeds?
Oh, it did?
Yeah, 12 should.
I'm sorry, I don't remember what you got, so...
I think Jay got a 12 and got pushed out.
Hey, if that's common knowledge, I'll stick with it.
Yeah, I got a 12, and it succeeded.
I'm happy with my roll, then.
Yeah, it's not especially fast, but as it's coming towards you, you can see parts of the cube bulging out towards you as if to grab you and suck you in, which is the part that you need to dodge.
Can I just say I'm really excited? I feel like I'm starting to deal like the same amount of damage as you and Brian.
Dude, all you got to do is just make regular attacks, and you're good.
I've never dealt a lot of damage.
Well, no, I feel like Hex plus Chromatic, I can actually match you.
Oh yeah, Hex is definitely a good take as far as damage output.
Yeah. And I got on my dex save an 8.
Having just emerged from the ooze moments before, you run down the hallway and are caught once again from behind with its slimy tendrils as it pulls you inside.
Guys, everything's going to be fine.
Azlo!
Oh no, Azlo.
And you take another 13 points of damage.
Holy schmazzoli.
Jeez,
Shabba.
13.
All right. Well, how far away are we from the mouth of the tunnel where we came up the ladder?
It's probably a good 150, 200 feet.
All right. So I'm 5 feet away from it right now.
Yep, both of you are.
I shoot it right in the Azlo.
Hey, wait a second. Oh.
All right, that's a hit because it's apparently a 6 hits. So 13 definitely does. And that will be 13 damage. And then can I, as part of my 30-foot move, can I just grab Tokas by the collar and haul him along with me?
Picking up another creature...
No, I'm not picking him up. I'm just literally pulling him.
That's still too much to do as your free action.
Are you gonna shove action me?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. My object interaction. All right, I'll just move 30 feet back then.
I think moving around other people is just too much for a free object interaction. Is Stripey going to jump out of your pack at any point?
Nope, he's staying right where he is.
Okay. Azlo.
I believe I have no choice but to try to escape again. Ooh, nice. Yeah, what is that? It's strength dex? Oh yeah, strength. 16.
Are you once again breaking out on the same side?
I don't know. Now I feel like I should go on the other side so that we have to split it up. You know, like, not put all our eggs in one basket.
Maybe that's a good idea at this point.
That's my thought. So I'm going to do that.
We didn't like that idea last time, Shabba.
Well, yeah, but now that it's engulfing him and dealing a crap ton of damage every turn, it's probably better if we make it split its focus.
Yeah.
Tokas.
If you say so, Shabba.
I mean, I don't know. We can't talk to Azlo because he's inside the cube. So it's his decision.
So I will jump out on the other side, or probably just like splat onto the other side and get up and run away.
Okay, you use its momentum from pulling you into it to continue straight on through to the opposite side.
Bring on through to the other side. Just
Perfect.
Swimming.
And so as I'm running, let's see, this applies to a creature other than you who can hear you within 60 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and give a Bardic Inspiration to Shabba as well.
Ooh, am I within 60 feet? I think I'm a little further than that.
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay.
If you've run about 30 back.
Oh, yeah, you can do it before you actually move, too.
Yeah.
His voice is a bit muffled, but you can hear it through the small gaps around the cube.
Sweet.
Okay. I say, I don't know how you complimented me, Azlo, but I sure do appreciate it.
Yeah, you just hear my voice. Yeah, you're awesome. You're so great.
Woohoo, thanks.
And that's my turn. And then I'll run, and that's my turn.
Are you allowed to give Bardic Inspiration to Stripey, by the way?
It says a creature. So Probably.
A creature. All right. I'm just throwing that out there for future ref.
Tokas.
So I probably shouldn't blow all my spell slots this fight.
Probably not.
So I'm going to move back my full move, turn around, and do a little bit of rapid fire to kind of take full advantage of this hex.
Okay.
I'm going to firebolt that guy.
Okay.
Whoa!
No, dice down. Oh, and it was a 6 too, but that won't count. Okay, that's a 13.
All right.
Okay.
We should fight more gelatinous cubes, something that Tokas can hit.
Heyo.
All right, I deal 8 damage with the first firebolt.
Nice.
And then I'll action surge and load up another one really quick and launch a second attack.
Dang.
This time 16 to hit.
All right.
And another 8 damage. 2 and 6 that time. Hex is doing most of the damage here. I'm rolling low on my my d10s.
All right.
Pew, 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 pew.
Then it is the gelatinous cube's turn. It continues to move down the tunnel, this time towards Tokas and Shabba. And it has just enough movement once again to reach Tokas. So if you will make your dexterity save.
Even with my full move?
Yeah, you can only get 25 feet away from it. And
Yeah.
Okay. Dex saving it. Okay. That's not good.
Oh, no.
I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration die. Okay, so that is 11.
an 11 is not enough.
Ooh.
No!
Tokas, no!
Tokas!
That's going to hurt. The cube reaches out one of its extensions and grabs you, pulling you inside for 17 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
The Damage Guild Podcast. All the magic of fairy dust without the mess.
What's up, everybody? It's Brian Stout here, the voice of Azlo Tendertoe, your favorite halfling bard. I have a very brief announcement for you today. So brief, in fact, that it's under 60 seconds. Don't believe me? Start a stopwatch. Ready? Go. In case you haven't heard, we now have a Patreon. If you want to become an official member of the guild and get your hands on all kinds of exclusive DGP rewards, head on over to patreon.com/thedamageguild. At our lowest tier, your name will be etched into the Book of Names and appear on a special page on our website. You'll get phone and desktop DGP wallpaper downloads the moment you subscribe. You'll have exclusive access to our monthly Patreon-only newsletters. And you'll get a special color for your username in the DGP Discord. And that's all at our lowest tier. The rewards only get better from there, people. Not to mention the fact that you can see Sean in a suit, tie, bathrobe, and lab coat doing his best Old Spice guy impression. Ultimately, this gives us another way to connect with you, our sweet, tender listeners, at a deeper level, which we love so very much. We are incredibly proud and excited to reach this prestigious milestone in our podcasting careers, and we couldn't have done it without you. From the bottom of our nerdy, fantasy RPG, dice-tossing, monster-slaying hearts, we thank you, and until next time, stay bardically inspired.
You are listening to the Damage Guild Podcast.
Is it a particular type of element?
Acid damage.
Could I absorb elements that?
Ooh.
That's my reaction.
Does that do acid damage?
I believe so. Let me double check.
If so, then yes, you could.
Pretty sure it's any type.
Let me make sure.
Oh, my.
Whenever you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage.
Holy snakes, dude.
Get it?
Okay, then you can do that.
Zoinks, Tokas. Is this part of that evil magic stuff, too?
I've learned a lot of cool new things, Shabba. Just
Apparently so.
give me a second to figure out how to use this thing. And like Tokas has like a new like button added to his shield, and I push it. You have it is a reaction, and you have resistance to the triggered damage until the start of my next turn. So I'm giving myself resistance to acid until my next turn.
So you take only 8 damage.
Whoa,
Wow.
cool.
That is pretty sick.
As useful. That's like the whole reason to go Eldritch, by the way, like on a lot of the forums I read, because normally fighters are paper to spells, so this kind of gives me a little something.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's my second spell slot.
Shabba, your turn.
All right. No, Tokas, don't get eaten by it. But still, that was really cool that you Like, did something weird.
Wait, am I still inside the cube
Yeah,
anyway?
you're still inside it because you failed your save.
Oh, no.
I shoot it right in the Tokas this time. Get it? I shot it in the Azlo first, then in the Tokas. Okay, that's 13 damage.
I don't think gelatinous cubes have Tokases.
Well, they do now. This one sure does. And then I'll back off 30 feet again.
Aslo makes a mental note to himself the next time we're back in town to check out a book from the library called The Anatomy of Gelatinous Cubes.
Yeah, right?
To verify that
If
information.
they have any.
If Stripey doesn't do anything, then it is Aslo's turn.
He sure doesn't.
And you are 60 feet from the cube?
Okay, 60 feet away. That was going to be my first question. So since you read my mind, I will pull out my crossbow, since this is my first chance to attack it, and I'll fire a shot right in the Tokas.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean,
I mean, Tokas, you're its only discernible anatomy right now.
17.
Well, yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah, you said it's super low AC. 4 piercing damage.
You see the bolt flies into it and hangs in the goop.
Along with my arrows.
Yeah, kind of cool, I guess. And I doubt that Tokas can hear me, so I don't think I can inspire him.
Yeah.
I shout, Tokas, can you hear me? Okay.
No,
All right,
he can't.
in that case, let me make sure.
Do you want to move up a little bit?
Yeah, I'll move up like 10 feet.
Okay, as I recall, Azlo is also holding the only light source, correct?
Probably.
Most likely.
I usually just have light cast, yeah.
Yeah, so that means that Shabba and Tokas are now in the dark.
Which is fine for Tokas, he doesn't care. I mean, I can still see the light on the other side of the cube where Azlo has it.
Yes, but you can't see your footing as you walk.
Right.
Tokas.
yeah, I want to try to get out of this thing, if possible.
Is possible.
So that's a strength. It is possible.
Strength check.
All right, strength check, correct? That is a 20, a natty 20.
Sweet.
Heyo.
All right.
Hey,
Which
hey.
side are you coming out on?
Which side has more room? Are we getting close to the edge on Shabba's side?
Not really.
Okay. I will go Shabba's side. You're all alone, Azlo.
There's no one here beside me.
Most of our team is on Shabba's side. Think about it.
I mean, if you were on Azlo's side, then we'd be split 50-50. I mean, the real question is, which way are you facing the medallion right now? Because you can't come to Shabba's side if it's Azlo's side up. That just makes no sense.
I can't remember. I think it's Shabba's side up.
Oh, all right. Well then, yeah, have at it.
Come on board.
I know that Azlo's medallion is Toka's side down. Remember? Because I tried to exile him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Good
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to go Shabba's side, because he hates me at the moment. More than you.
You burst out into the darkness and run down the tunnel as far as you can.
Oh, I'm not going to get to do my sweet... Okay, if I'd stayed in the jelly, I could have used the extra d6 for my absorb elements, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to turn around and attack him here because I used my action to escape, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, I'll book it.
Okay, you still only get 25 feet, which so far has not been enough to escape it before.
Is there anything I can do?
Other than attack it from within, not really.
Well, I already decided to burst out.
Yeah. So, on the cube's turn, it once again moves towards the only available target, and Tokas, make another save.
Maybe I should blow my inspiration as well. Actually, I got plenty of hit points. I'll be fine, guys. I got this.
Yeah.
Natty 20. Again.
What? Again?
Another
Nice.
natty 20. It's not rigged, I swear. I rolled.
Go for the hat trick. Roll another d20
Sick.
just to see if you can get 3 in a row.
I mean, with all the bad rolls you get, you kind of deserve 2 natural 20s in a row, let's be honest.
It'll never happen again, and I'm using it to avoid a giant cube.
You do manage to back up just in time, Shabba?
I will take out my light helmet, my candle helmet thing that we made. I'll light it, put it on, and then run back 30 feet. And I'm done.
Okay, so you take your turn to light it.
Yep.
As you do so, the fire kind of flares up larger and brighter than usual,
Oh, the sewer gases. I forgot all about that.
and it's giving off an interesting smell as it burns, but otherwise it doesn't seem to have any additional effects here.
Oh my. Well, hopefully my head doesn't blow up, guys. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a good thing we all didn't just die in a giant fireball inferno.
Yeah.
That's
Honestly,
a plus.
that was a very careless thing I just did, but luckily it worked out.
Well, if that gas sinks instead of rises, maybe it's less up here.
Yeah, I'll have to hope the cube doesn't push me out the back of the tunnel and into the muck below, because then we could have a chain reaction, major backdraft.
You have noticed that along with it being cleaner up here, the smell is also a little bit reduced, possibly related.
It's always good.
Azlo.
The first thing Azlo does is make a mental note to talk to Tokas about inventing a vacuum cleaner that is gelatinous cube powered. The second thing he does is fires a crossbow bolt at the gelatinous cube.
Almost like a Ghostbusters-esque gelatinous cube vacuum.
Yeah, like they're so effective at cleaning things.
Yeah.
It'd be like a little Roomba, right? Like the fantasy Roomba. You just buy a little gelatinous cube, but one that's like Roomba sized. You just let it loose in your house, and it vacuums the floor for you.
I don't think that'd be kid friendly.
Oh, natural 20!
Hey!
Lots of
all
20s
right.
tonight.
Boom.
Okay, so... okay, so 6, 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 piercing.
With this bolt, as it strikes into the corner of the creature, you see it lops off a section of it, and the ooze slows to a halt and begins melting downwards, spreading throughout the tunnel around it.
Ew, gross. Everybody do the splits. It's coming. Or just me, really. Stripey, do the splits, even though you're in my backpack. It'll help me.
Man, I'm glad that thing's dead.
Done.
Those are rough.
And yes, it slowly dissolves and drains away down the stream of water.
All right.
Oh, my. Well, I definitely do the splits. Or I stand up on one of the ledges and let it go by. Nice shot, Azlo. And nice surviving, both of you guys, after getting swallowed by that thing.
It was not easy, I'll tell you that much.
I just couldn't run away from it. I'm so slow in this armor.
Yeah, so remember when we first entered this dungeon and I said that I take out my sword and point it in front of me and just walk? That's why I did that, guys. Because that makes sense. It's better for your sword to attack something than for you to walk into it. So I do that from now on for the rest of this dungeon.
Okay.
No, actually, I just did that not even thinking about this possibility, but that is a good reason to continue doing that, so I will continue doing it.
Yeah, your silvered sword.
Yeah.
Who's got the silver dinner fork knife?
You're the
Oh, it's
bearer
me.
of the kitchen knife, Tokas. You are the wielder of the mystical silver kitchen knife. Make no mistake.
All right.
I will make no mistake.
Yeah.
There's an episode title for you right there. Boom.
Make no mistake. Oh yeah, I like that. We've had some good ones
All
already.
right. How are you guys doing on hit points over there?
36 out of 42 for me.
I'm good. 36 out of 36.
All right. Well, I certainly need some healing myself, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of that.
Shouldn't I just, if we're going to rest between this and maybe the next combat, shouldn't I just second wind?
Oh, we should do a short rest, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let me, second wind is long rest though, recovery, right, Thane?
No, it's short rest.
Oh, well then I will do it.
All right. Yeah, let's short rest and move on.
I'm going to heal up for 8. So I'm back to 42.
Tux, I got to say, when as we're sitting around our little, camp...
You're waiting for the slime to finish dissolving?
Yeah. When we leveled up to 3 and you came out with that cool lightning lore and the trench coat and the Vilepult, I mean, I thought you were super cool then, but now that you're evil and you have all that stuff, I mean, you're kind of scary, but I'm digging it, man.
But, Shabba, you know I'm not actually evil.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why it's cool, because, you're simply harnessing the power of evil to do good. And I think that's admirable. No, I mean, it's really dangerous, and you probably shouldn't do it, but at the same time, kind of like the whole living life on the edge thing.
Well, we made the best of the fact that I wasn't cured. You guys know why I have these special powers, right? Did I not explain what happened to you guys?
You did not explain
You
that,
probably
no.
did, but I just didn't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that time with the armor. Remember when I tried to tell you about my father's armor and you guys both didn't care?
Oh,
Yeah, I do remember about that.
So, well, maybe you're more invested this time because I probably should explain to my teammates why I know a little bit of dark magic.
I would actually like to know this time, for once.
Do I have time to take my armor off and on during this short rest?
Yeah.
We know the spiel about your armor. We fully know that because of Glassrock.
No, it's under the armor, Shabba. I take my armor off and show them that I'm still infected.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
right. That's right. Yeah, you showed us that, and remember we were like, ew, gross, put that away.
Yeah, but no, it's how I use my ability, and I show them. I demonstrate my shadow wisps.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I have this strange desire to see the old emperor back.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to good, I'm going to put that at maybe a 3. But you are powerful, and that's really cool, so let's give it an even 5.
It's potentially really bad, but let's just ignore the warning signs for now until it becomes far too dangerous for us to deal with.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Further.
Yeah, surely
further down
nobody in the
tunnel.
cult's going to be able to manipulate me and take me over because I'm tied to their magic
No,
now.
Definitely
you'll be
not.
too powerful.
Yeah.
That would never happen. With all your evil power? Yeah. No. Don't think so.
You continue down the main tunnel. As you do so, the squeaking of rats gets louder and louder. You occasionally see them run or swim past you, crawling into and out of various pipes.
I totally forgot. Wait, why were we here again, guys? I mean, between in fairness, I got really knocked around like the last combat.
You
so
probably sustained a concussion.
probably have a concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least one, if not multiple.
Can somebody check my eyes?
Yeah, you definitely you've gone crazy. We are here to kill rats that turn into other non-rat things that are rats that are people that are also other species.
Yeah, roughly half a dozen of them or so.
Yep, just keep those spells and that kitchen knife close at hand.
Yeah, you've got all your spells, right, Tokas?
Nope. I have one left.
Oh. Okay.
All right. I'm going to switch into the silvered kitchen knife.
Yeah, guys, should I keep my headlamp on or should I turn it off now?
I think we should sneak. Actually, I think we should stealth if we're seeing rats. This is like our objective.
Yeah, but how do we sneak if we need light to see?
Can you cast light and then hide it under a bushel, Azlo?
Heck yeah, I can. Oh, I should have said no there. Dang it. Yes, I can.
Yeah, the correct word is no.
I missed an opportunity. Rats.
Couldn't they put their hands on my shoulders, or like Shabba could put his hand on my head and I lead them?
I could put my knee on your head.
It sounds uncomfortable for Tokas.
Yeah, it does. Okay, let's stealth. Tokas, you lead the way. Why don't we do the whole rope thing that we did before, except instead of me tying off around my waist to you guys, Tokas, you tie off to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's attempt that.
All right, so Azlo and I will each walk on one of the ledges, and you walk down the main stream.
And make all that noise.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that stealthy to me.
I'm going to walk around the water, but I'll still be in the middle of the room.
Yeah, never mind. You're not stealthy anyway. So how are we going to stealth if you're not stealthy?
I just have disadvantage. I mean, I'm just not as stealthy as you
just
guys.
disadvantage, right. Yeah, okay, not that bad.
No, it's
You're
not
right.
that bad.
Okay. We'll definitely sneak up on him. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's do that plan.
As long as we have disadvantage, we'll be fine, guys.
Yep.
All right, stealth check.
That's all we need.
Well, that's a natural one.
Ooh. Yeah, I actually also
right.
rolled a natural 1 on my stealth check. So this is
Wow.
going great, guys.
17 plus something. It doesn't matter, though.
Fortunately, with rolls like that, you know that you're not moving quietly.
Yeah, I'm going to put my headlamp back on, guys.
I think that's a great idea. I'm going to cast light.
Okay, let's go. Let's get these ropes off of us.
Yeah, I was going to say we put the ropes
Yeah.
away. And Tokas is very sad his plan failed epically.
Well,
We
nothing
take
you
like
can
3
do.
steps. We're like, nope.
Tokas falls over into the thing with a clatter, and Shabba bumps his head and goes, "Ow!" Jeez, on the top of the sewer. Ow. All right. Yeah. So we're going in full force with lights.
We just run down the hall
Commotion.
screaming.
We're chucking smoke bombs, and like Tokas has got the violent
Flashbangs.
Yeah, flashbangs coming out. Fireworks. Oh yeah, we're going in Blitzkrieg style, baby.
All right, but for reals, marching order. Who wants to go first?
Let's all go first, Azlo. There is no second place.
Why don't we just stride down the hallway together?
Yeah.
Considering the situation we would have been in just now if we all went at the same time, I'm going to vote no.
Yeah, we put our arms in front of us and make like a shelf, and then we each take out our blades and rest them on that shelf, and then we march forward in a single formation. Almost like a phalanx, except only Tokas has a shield.
We tried this before, Shabba, and neither of you guys wanted to play along. Why do it now?
Because now we have no choice but to go in ready for a fight.
Well, Stripey would make the phalanx a little bit larger.
That's true, he would. I'll use Stripey as my shield.
And I'll use my second sword as my shield.
Oh, perfect. All right, we're set. Let's do this.
All right, good. Let's go shoulder to shoulder, except Tokas, you'll be first, and then Shabba, and then me, in a straight line.
Yes, perfect.
Shoulder to hip to shoulder.
Yes.
Yes.
To Badger shoulder. Oh, wait, no, he's the shield. You're just like holding Stripey in front of you.
Yeah, Stripey is the shield that guards the realms of badgers.
Okay, so how are you actually proceeding?
That is actually how we're doing it, except not with Stripey. Stripey's just in my pack. We're just going all in a single file with our lights blaring down the tunnel with our weapons out, and in my case, it's a bow.
Single file, one in front of the other.
But can we all fit side by side? Why not go side by side if we can all fit? The only reason that you travel single file in a dungeon is A, to hide your numbers, and B, because you can't all fit side by side. But if you can fit side by side, that's clearly the best formation to take.
This is actually a brilliant plan, and I turn to Azlo. Azlo, if we think they're stronger than us, we can bluff that we're stronger. And Tokas puffs up his chest.
The three of us can walk in and be like, yell over our shoulders, "Come on, everybody, let's come in, all of you strong, buff, armor-clad soldiers. Let's all come in and fight people."
Shabba, Tokas, I have known both of you long enough now to know that neither of you have a charisma score above, 3, so I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably not going to work.
It'll work if you do it, Azlo.
Also, to answer your question about why we shouldn't go shoulder to shoulder, I've got 2 words for you. Gelatinous and cube.
Okay, well, that's why we're holding our weapons out in front of us, so that they will strike the cube before we do.
Let's just assume usual march order.
Yeah, also, this tunnel is swarming with rats, so if there's a cube, we'll know because the rats will be floating. They will be flying toward us.
We did remember to pack that homemade rat poison, right, Shabba?
Definitely got it. I got,
cool.
tons of it in my pack somewhere that Stripey has already probably eaten.
Oh, no. Well, thankfully it's only for rats.
Stripey only has 1 hit point left right now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, thank goodness it's rat poison and not badger poison, or he'd be in real trouble.
Guys, we haven't heard from Stripey in a while.
It's like a totally different recipe.
Yeah, where is Stripey? Stripey? No. Why don't we just go shoulder to hip to shoulder?
Let's rock, paper, scissors for it, Shabba.
Okay.
All right, Tokas is totally impatient here and just starts leading the way, and you guys can follow me whether or not you want to.
Yeah, I go right up beside Tokas.
All right, fine, guys, I'm coming. And I walk right behind you, too.
So you line up perpendicular to the tunnel
Side by side.
and continue walking.
With me just slightly behind.
The rats become more and more frequent the farther you go. They mostly steer clear of you, but some of them brush past your legs or stop and hiss at you as you pass by.
Ooh.
Up ahead, at the edge of your light, you spot a pair of enormous rats blocking your path, each the size of a dog.
Ooh.
Good night.
And, like dogs, they appear to be wearing collars.
Oh.
Whoa. Here, little puppy. Here, boy. Here, boy.
They kind of turn towards you and hiss and snarl.
Guys, should I cast Speak with Animals and attempt to tame them?
Ooh. You could.
They are beasts, so they're my favorite enemies, don't forget.
I mean, anything you can learn about them, Shabba, would be useful.
I'll make a nature check.
Like what kind of treats they like.
Yeah. That's a 22 on my nature check to know what kind of cool foods they enjoy.
And also anything useful.
Yes.
These are your basic giant rats. Not especially strong or fearsome for actual adventurers, but these sorts of things are common in many city sewers, and they tend to stick together in packs. However, with the collars on them and the way that they're acting, it seems like these particular ones might be trained. You also know that rats frequently carry diseases, which could be a problem if they bite you.
Ew. Alright, guys, don't get bitten. Should I waste a spell slot to cast Speak with Animals and try to convince them to be our friends?
That seems like an economical choice.
No, I'm not going to do that. I think the chances are slim.
Okay. Should we just, kill them on sight?
I think since they're snarling at us, they probably don't want to be friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say so. I will say, excuse me, I'll say in my most rangery tone that I would use to speak with an animal, or to, use that whole primeval awareness or whatever my rangery abilities are. You know, that whole thing where I'm good with animals and stuff?
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey guys, do you want to be friends with us? Because it would be super sweet for both of our days if nobody here died. That would be great. It would be awesome.
Could you, use your empath ability and, get a sweet...
Yeah, with your primeval awareness, you get the idea that their primary emotion seems to be anger, I would say.
Uh-oh. They don't like that we've come into their domain.
And as far as needs, you don't note anything in particular. They seem to be well-fed and cared for.
They're fat and well-fed. They just don't like us, guys. They don't like that we're here. Everybody slowly back away while drawing your ranged weapons.
Yeah, how far away are they?
They're at the edge of your light, which puts it at, 60 feet out, I think?
Yeah, is it 40 or 60?
40, yeah.
40.
Well, you've got the candle also.
Yeah, the candle helmet. I don't remember how far that goes.
That goes out 60 feet with dim light, 60 feet.
All right. Guys, I don't think they're going to enjoy that we're here, and we sort of need to be here, so I think we should probably just attack them.
Do we know what's behind them? Are they guarding a door?
We don't. They're as far as we can see.
Let's step forward 5 feet.
Yeah, you move up a little farther. As far as you can tell, the tunnel just continues.
Huh.
However, you do hear an awful lot of rats not too far ahead.
Yeah, I think it seems like we've got to get past these guys, so, gosh, I don't know, it seems a little inhumane to just start opening fire on 2 poor defenseless rats.
It is, but, at the same time, I love animals. I'm also a hunter, and you gotta hunt the animals that would do you harm.
But look at their tiny little beady eyes, Shabba. Aren't they're actually kind of cute.
Yeah, but they're growling and hissing at us. And also, any type of animal who would attack you, if you have the opportunity, you should probably attack it. Like I said, if we had the option of leaving and making them less mad and just being like, all right, we'll go, then we would do that. But in this case, they're mad at us, and that's something that I could intuit from observing them, and I don't think they're going to get less mad because we got to be here, and this is their turf. So let's engage.
All right. Fair enough. Everyone draw ranged weapons.
Drawn.
I'm ready.
All right.
I will give one of you a shot before rolling initiative.
Who wants to take the shot?
Shabba, why don't you?
Yeah, I was going to say, Shabba, you should. And also, wasn't this an opportunity for you to empathic into ranged attack? Or empath?
What do you mean?
Doesn't that give you advantage on your first ranged attack?
I have advantage against an opponent who's not acted yet, so yeah. Thanks for reminding me about that. Also, they are my favorite enemy, so what is it? Is that +2? It's not to hit, right? It's just to damage?
Looks like it's +2 damage.
+2 damage.
And then every 5 levels it goes higher. So for example, at level 10 you have +6 damage.
Yeah, +2 bonus to damage rolls with weapon attacks against creatures of the chosen type. Alright, so I shall take the shot. Alright, that is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And then it will be 8 damage.
Wait, you didn't mark it?
Yeah, I know. I didn't.
Your arrow strikes it straight in the face, and it clumps, as we like to say, down to the ground.
Oh, it clumped. Right. Guys, it clumped. Did you see that?
Clumped
that
him.
thing clumped
Boom.
like crazy.
Oh, wait, these enemies are clumpable? We got this.
Yeah, no problem.
The other one reacts by immediately beginning to run forward, and let's roll initiative.
No.
All right. 15.
Rat-a-tat-tat. 17.
17 also.
All right, well, you all go before me, so take your shots.
Take your shots, everybody.
Shots.
18 to hit.
14 to hit.
18 hits. 14 also hits, if it still matters.
14 to hit.
8 damage.
6 damage.
9 damage.
Okay, only Shabba's matters at this point.
But I want my damage to matter.
Well, wait, aren't we attacking different rats?
No, it's the one. There's only one other. There were 2, and I downed the one.
Yep. Oh. So it starts running towards you and makes it a few feet before you draw another arrow, fire it, and take down the second rat.
Oh, man.
Which just kind of slides to a stop.
Whew, boy. All right, I guess we can continue to move forward cautiously. And if we get to where they fell before anything else happens, I will remove their collars and see what their names were.
I don't think we should touch them, Shabba. Aren't they diseased?
Probably. Okay, I'll move them with my foot and look at the little doggy tag and see what their names were. So I can say a prayer to Kavaki for their wretched souls.
You reach the rats without anything happening, and you kind of roll them over with your boot. The first one that you killed has a little name written on it, says Rex.
Oh,
The second one
poor little Rexy.
says Spot.
Oh, man. Those poor little guys, they didn't know what they were doing. They were trained. They were like attack dogs. They were trained to be vicious and ferocious and to guard their home.
They also could have been like seeing eye rats.
Yeah, maybe they were like, what do you call the dogs, like the behavior
Like,
dogs?
these
like
are the rats we saw helping that old lady with the groceries across the street.
She just had a brace of rats on a leash in front of her. Yeah. Oh, poor guys. Poor Rex and Spot. Well, I'll sanctify their souls to Kavaki and do the little sign and then go, because we do that too.
Just about 30 feet past these rats, the tunnel opens up into a large room, 30 feet square. In here, hundreds of rats cover the floor, crawling over each other in a writhing mass.
Gross.
Oh, and then they like come together and form like this giant rat monster.
It's a Ratotron.
Dude.
I am Ratotron.
Oh, man. What movie was that where, like, all the tiny things... Was that one of the How to Train Your Dragon movies, or was that some other movie I was watching?
Probably happened in several.
It was, yeah, it was some movie where, like, the world was... No, it was a different animated movie. It was where the world was, like, had split apart and all the islands were floating, like, in that cataclysm thing.
Yeah.
But it was pretty crazy like that. Yeah, they'd probably do that. They'd probably make a huge rat monster.
They don't seem to be doing that at the moment.
Ooh, do they count as swarms? I just learned about swarms the other day.
Yeah.
Swarms. Yeah, we did in our Champions of the Multiverse campaign. Thanks for plugging that, Tokas.
Oh, you mean the one that we stream about once a month?
That's right, live on Twitch. Where can you go if you wanna see that thing?
And that if they were watching it on live and listening to this one as soon as it comes out, it was probably like 6 or 7 months ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but we upload that stuff to YouTube.
That's right. So where can you go if you want to catch us live, Thane?
Twitch.tv/Damage Guild.
That's right.
That's right.
And if you want to catch the episodes that have already happened, if you've happened to miss those, where can you go, Sean?
If you go to our main webpage, at the top there will be a YouTube symbol. Click on that YouTube symbol and it'll take you to our YouTube videos.
Perfect. Now we don't even need a mid-roll for this episode.
Excellent.
All right, let's keep going.
Jay's like, yes, I can spend more time with my son.
Yeah, right?
In addition to all the rats crawling over each other in the room, you see small tunnels leading off in the other 3 cardinal directions, and there's also a door in the opposite wall.
So 3 tunnels in the other 3 directions plus a door in the opposite wall? Is the door next to the tunnel?
Yeah, pretty close, nearby.
So the whole floor is covered by this swarm of rats, right?
Yep.
Rats.
And a lot of the room is also filled with water, mostly in the middle.
Okay, we need to install some gymnast rings
Stilts.
along the... Oh, I was thinking like we do like the trapeze or like rings.
Oh, yeah, that would work too. Yeah. How high is the ceiling?
It's about 10 feet high here.
Does it look like it could support some sturdy pythons if they were driven in deep?
Yeah, it's stone.
Okay. Anybody have a climber's kit? And we can install those rings, Tokas.
As a matter of fact, I have 10 pythons in my backpack right now.
Oh, my. Well, it's 30 feet across, so that would mean each python would be approximately 3 feet away from each other, and you guys don't have nearly the arm length to make that reach. So, let's just walk, I guess.
So you have everything you need and you're just giving up.
Yeah.
Just kind of looked at it in your hands. I don't know.
Shabba, you would have to stand up very tall to just nail those into the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. It's like just a little bit above my head. Yeah, I don't really want to get all that effort, guys. Let's just walk.
Whoa, hold on. Do I see anything? Okay. Is there, perhaps a chandelier suspended in the middle of the room here?
10-foot ceiling?
An awesome grappling hook that's just looking to be used.
Oh, man.
No, you don't see any such thing hanging from the ceiling.
Oh.
Well, here's what we could do. I walk out to the center of the room, nail a python into the ceiling right there, and then attach a rope to it, and then I'll bring it back to you guys. I'll lift you up onto my shoulder, and then you can swing across. But you'll have to, let out the rope slowly as you go so that you won't be still, 8 feet up in the air when you get to the other side.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. No, that's it. I've got the whole thing solved. Tokas and I just climb on your shoulders, and you walk through the rats.
Fair enough. That's an equally good solution, I suppose.
All right. I start climbing.
Shabba, you are fairly certain that if you just walked into this group, you would be beset by rats all over you. Just biting you and scratching.
So how do we get around them?
If we don't mind spending a few spell slots, I think the combination of my armor and Azlo's area of effect abilities should be quite sufficient.
Yeah, have you guys ever seen the third Indiana Jones movie?
Heck yeah, I have.
So they're in that sewer with all the rats, and then there's oil floating on top of the water.
Yep.
And they light it on fire, and it fires all the rats.
Sure does.
And they have rat stew for dinner. No, that doesn't happen in the movie. Silly goose.
I mean, my armor's pretty solid. I probably could walk out there, Shabba, and draw them all together.
Yeah, but rats would probably get all up in your draws.
I've got a plan, Shabba. Azlo, follow my lead.
Okay.
Well, if I would get engulfed by rats by walking out there, you would most certainly get engulfed by rats.
I walk out into the rats.
Okay.
Wait. Other plan option. As long as each rat is less than 10 pounds each, I can just mage hand all of them out of the way. It shouldn't take but a few minutes. Just one by one, mage hand each one out of the way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
To where?
Yeah, to where?
Just out of the way. Just not in the way, wherever that is.
We'll have to build a huge dumpster in the corner of the room.
Yeah, can mage hand, crush things, too?
No.
Can mage hand strangle the life out of a creature less than 10 pounds?
Guys, I've been waiting for a moment to test my new tanking abilities.
All right, cool. Go have at it.
All right, so I will take the dodge action and wade out into the sea of rats. Or I could potentially shield as well with my last spell slot.
Sweet.
I'm super tanky, Shabba. Just believe in me. I'm feeling brave for some reason.
The question is it worth your last spell slot?
Right.
Well, only if I'm going to take a billion, little rat nibbles.
Yeah, you probably will. And you don't actually need to do this. You're literally putting yourself in harm's way to test how tanky you are. So if you do dodge plus your shield, that's plus 5 AC, and they all have disadvantage against you, you're probably not going to get hit very often, but then you'll be standing out in the middle of a wet room with a bunch of rats on you. And what will you do then?
I'll hope that Azlo strikes true with his thunder wave.
While you are standing in the way. Cool. This is a great plan. Let's do it.
All right. So...
Wait a second. Hold on, I grabbed you again.
What? I don't see any other way.
Your catapult thing, can it do lightning damage?
I have no area of effect damage.
But can it do lightning damage, Tokas?
Sure. Yeah, I can chromatic orb for lightning with my last spell slot.
Those rats are all swarming in water.
Well, we tried this before. It didn't work on something else I was fighting.
Really? Ah, man.
Yeah, it didn't work against the Audiog.
All right, hang on. So Tokas rummages around in his pack, seeing what other things he has he could launch. Doing inventory.
Azlo says, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Bioshock lately, so...
is that a thing you can do?
Came to mind.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So I've got one more drowse, sleep vial. You could put them all to sleep. I've got one last acid flask that I've been saving, but that's not area of effect damage, is it, Thane?
I think it's small splash.
Oh, I have 2 of those incense logs I got from Plana at the Sweetbriar.
Yeah, we can
put them. We can relax them and put them to sleep.
Ooh.
Hey,
That's why I think we just need somebody to go out there and draw them all into a mass, like bring them together.
guys,
What?
I have McCall's mighty missiles from Miller's Field.
Oh, dude!
I can attach a rope to one of them, launch it across the room, we tighten the other rope, and then we shimmy along that rope across the room to the other side.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we haven't used any of those yet.
The only rope that you have that's small enough to work would be the Lavix lengthy line.
Okay.
Well, hopefully we can recoil it with the retraction.
Yeah, so if we launch the bag side over, then we'll have to get it back when we come back through.
Well, wait a minute. Don't we do it in such a way... Because we know the... what is it? Whose missiles?
McCall's mighty missiles.
McCall's? That eventually undoes, and then...
Yeah, these mighty missiles aren't really that great because even the one that you shoot first wears out after a very short period of time.
It's about a minute.
Yeah, it's only a minute. So if we use this for any type of climbing, they're not really useful for that.
You could get to the opposite side in a minute pretty easily.
In a minute, all 3 of us?
At least one of you, and then you could do something else with that end of the rope.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if we got Shabba across, you could shoot it back to us.
Yeah, so let's get a python in the ceiling above the door, above the door on this side. The door that we just came in. One of us gets across with one of the missiles, I guess, shimmying along the rope, and then when they're on that side, well, it would have to be me. When I'm on that side,
you shoot it back.
Then I shoot it back. Well, yeah, then I put a python in over there.
Yep. Python here, shoot the mighty missile, you climb across, but the rope stays across the room. Mm-hmm. You drive in the second python on your side, and we just climb across.
Right.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah, I like this plan. We're only using up...
One arrow.
The problem is how do we, unhook...
The rope.
Lavix lengthy line, unless we cut it, which we could. I mean, it's really long.
Does anybody have any mundane rope?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So then
What's the length on it?
I bring the main rope across, and then I tie the regular rope onto the lengthy line when I unhook it from the arrow on the other side, and then you drag it back across with one end of the thick rope, and then you tie both thick ropes to the pythons.
There we go.
That is so confusing, but I think I follow you.
Okay. So I take one of McCall's mighty missiles, I attach Lavix's lengthy line, because all of our magic items are cool, and they have names that start with the same letter. What's that called? Alliteration.
Alliteration.
They all have alliteration names. And then I shoot it right up at the top of the tunnel entrance, on the other side. Tie the other end of Lavix's lengthy line to the python. I make an athletics check to shimmy across the rope. Azlo, a bit of inspiration, please, so I can make my athletics check.
Yes, let's see. Gotta mark off an inspiration.
And okay, I rolled a natural 17 plus 2 for my athletics, so that is 19.
Yep, you make good progress.
Okay. Do I make it to the other side, or...?
Yes, you make good time to the other side.
Oh, okay. All right, so I untie Lavix's lengthy line from McCall's mighty missile on the other side. Then I tie the end of the mundane rope to the end of Lavix's lengthy line. You guys retract the lengthy line. We tie the main mundane rope up to the 2 pythons, and then you guys shimmy across.
Boom.
Okay, so we're retracting Lavix along the other rope.
Right, and so once you guys have the mundane rope on your side, you can just put Lavix's lengthy line away.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like we still should have blasted them, or maybe thrown some cheese.
Let's go back out to the town. We'll go buy some cheese. We'll come back and drop it for them.
Yeah, agreed.
Right.
So I pull the mighty missile, the used missile, down and put it into my quiver. Because I have the other used one, I don't know.
Well, they just become like normal arrows at that point, Shabba, don't they?
Pretty much, yep. But I mean, hey, I can always use arrows.
Do you tie another piece of red string so you know which ones have been used?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The other 2 of you still need to actually cross the room.
Oh, yeah, we got to roll for that, don't we?
It should be fairly simple, but...
Well, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no. Tokas. Well, okay.
Okay, what does that modify to, though, with an athletics check? Because natural 1 is not necessarily failure.
I should have inspired you.
It's a 3 with my athletics.
Okay, yeah, that's still a failure. Well, You somehow get up to the rope in the first place, which I guess we didn't really think about.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Shabba, why'd you put it up so high?
I give you a boost.
Maybe I boost Azlo up there and then I can't get up. And then I jump at it and Tarzan across.
You can use the remaining line to just climb up the rope.
If it's a 50-foot rope, then you'll have an extra, almost 20 feet to climb up.
Yeah, so you can climb up that. But you climb up and start going your hand over hand across, and you make it about 5 feet into the room before your hand just slips and you fall directly onto the rat.
Whoa. It's like one of those epic, you see me disappearing into the rats, and all you can see is my hand.
Oh no.
Slow-mo.
Okay.